Hello and welcome to part 1 of my brand new tutorial series, How to Make a Cartoon in After Effects. Today we're going to be going through the basics of drawing using shape layers. Are the levels okay in my microphone? Is this loud enough for you? The two most important things when making a tutorial are that you can hear me and that I can't smell you. So, if you're opening After Effects for the first time, you'll see that it is got a lot of useless stuff. And the layout is pretty shit. This is because it's on the standard layout. So what we need to do is rearrange. So let's close all of the useless stuff. Info, audio, preview, effects and presets, libraries. Don't even know what that is. Literally have no idea. Drag project down onto your timeline, the top part of it. And then drag this over here. And then drag your composition outside of After Effects, and then make them both equal sizes next to each other. There we go, much better. Now, we're going to be tracing our character, and luckily I have one I drew earlier. Just a little sketch, it's just a geek. Oh, hi, I'm a geek! So you just drag your PNG or JPEG or whatever you want into the project tab or folder, whatever. Just drag it into the project thing and let go. There it is, geek. Now, we need to make a new composition down here, create new composition, and set it to, I don't know, as it's a character and it needs to be taller than it is wide. So let's make it like 700 by 1000, 25 frames a second, 20 seconds long, doesn't really matter. And here's our composition. Let's drag our character into our composition. Oh, fantastic. Oh, that lined up perfectly. And now we're going to trace our character. Command K for composition settings. Change the background color, because I don't like that harsh black. Not that I don't like black or anything. I like... Oh, God, not that I prefer pink or anything to black, but... let's just change it to blue or something. Something non-racist. Okay. What we're going to do is draw our character using shape layers. To make shape layers, you just go up here to the pen tool. Shortcut G. And we're going to start with the head. Let's draw a circle. Just tracing your character. Your character can be anything that you want. We're going to name this head. Open up the layer properties, double-clicking U, and you'll see that there's a path, a stroke, and a fill. These are the three components of your basic shape layer. The stroke is basically a line that follows the path, and you can change its thickness. For this character, we're going to go for stroke width 4, change the stroke to black, change the fill to a skin color. Let's just go for a weird 90s pink. Close this layer by highlighting it and clicking L. That closes it. Now we're going to turn off this layer and draw some facial features. Zoom in. Zoom in a bit more, Ross. And without any other layer selected, and with the head turned off, we're going to draw his left eye. You can tidy it up a little bit afterwards by changing the vertex orientations. Double-click U. Change the stroke to 4, change its color to black, change the fill to white. Interesting thing you can do inside shape layers, if you want to make another shape, say a second eye, and you want it to have the same properties, the same stroke and the same fill as this, all you need to do is click the path, Command D, duplicate the path, and then by clicking this one, not this, not this, click this once, and then you can drag a second path over here, and it's already got a fill. Let's change the shape of it a little bit. If everything's highlighted in a path, and you want to just click one piece of it and move it, you see that? It's not doing anything. So what you do is you hold down Command, and then it will change to that, and then you can select a specific vertex. Pretty cool, huh? The reason I draw characters in After Effects and use shape layers is because if you zoom, no matter how much you zoom in, this character will never pixelate. which is much better than drawing your character in Photoshop and then importing all the PNGs and then suddenly finding that you want a close-up shot and it pixelates. Let's call this layer Features, because on this layer I'm going to put all of his facial features. So, interestingly enough, shape layers can contain more than one shape. For instance, I have the two glasses lenses right now, and I'm going to draw a nose. So with this layer highlighted, I'm just going to go down here, draw a nose, and it's all part of the same layer. So if I highlight features and move it left and right, you can see it all moves at the same time. Change the nose color to suit the head. It will be this one. And you may notice that the stroke has a butt cap. This flat ending to the stroke is called a butt cap. It's really annoying. After Effects sets all caps to butt instead of round, which is what we want. But if you just open up the stroke properties, you can change butt cap to round cap. Look at that. It looks like it was actually drawn by a pen. So let's turn off head again. And I want to draw the mouth, which I'm just going to draw as a reasonably straight line there. We can also delete the fill so that no matter where you put it, there's no color. And then we'll change the stroke once again to butt cap. Now we have a mouth. Let's draw the brows. Eyebrows, obviously. Round cap, delete the fill, duplicate the path to make the right brow. Take it over here. Interesting thing, if you click path, which highlights every piece of the path, every vertex in the path, hold down shift. Actually, you don't even need to hold down shift, just double click and then you can rotate the path. You can rotate it, transform it, shrink it, whatever. It's great, isn't it? Shape paths are great. Hit enter. Okay, so that's all the facial features done. Oh, except we have to build up the glasses. So let's... Oh, G has got... hit G to select the pen tool. You see, if I want to draw a line from here to here, you see there's a little plus. What would happen if I hit plus there is it would just add another vertex to the right eye. We don't want that, so what we need to do is... Oh, delete. Oh, brilliant. See? After Effects just loves fucking up. Instead of starting your line here, start it from somewhere where there won't be a plus next to the icon, like here, and then just drag it there. Then you can continue on making your shape. That looks fine. Move over here. Let's draw the arm of the glasses. You can see that there's a fill on this shape, and there's probably a fill on this shape as well. It's just not bent enough for us to see it. So we're going to delete the fill on both of these shapes and change the stroke to a round cap. So that's all of the facial features. Oh, except for the ear. You fucking retard. Highlight the layer and draw the ear. Change the fill color, double click U, change the fill color to the same as the skin color, change the stroke to a round cap, and close that layer. Now you can see here's all the facial features, except for the pupils, which we're going to put on a separate layer. Oh, the ear is too far to the left, so let's change that. Double click U, take the path, move it along. Well, that looks sterling. L to close the layer. Let's draw a couple of tiny little pupils for this absolute geek. Let's name this layer Pupils. There's the left one. Let's draw another one. Highlight the layer. If you want to have two shapes on one shape layer, you have to be highlighting that layer before you draw the shape. Just saying, guys. 2 pupils right there. Move 1 layer, and both the pupils move. Isn't that great? I forgot to draw the hair. Hide all the layers, highlight head, and we're going to draw some hair. Starting down here, move up here, move along. Just tracing, guys. Just tracing. Like a 6-year-old. I'm literally... This is... Wow. This is what I do for a living, and it is what 6-year-olds do. Isn't that great? Isn't that really inspiring, or just completely depressing? Isn't this my life that you're laughing at right now? You're not laughing. Nobody's laughing. Only my enemies are laughing. Let's see what that hair looks like. Very nice, Ross. I mean, sterling work. Let's change the colour of the hair to a wonderful brown. Brown. Okay, it's been about, I don't know, what, like 2 minutes? I'm already sick of this guy's skin colour. Not to be racist against pink people, but it just doesn't look very realistic or nice. Or nice. Let's change it to your basic. And let's change this to the same colour. And then this to the same colour. His head is done. Wow. I actually think these strokes are a little bit too thick, so if we highlight both of these layers, we can change the stroke thickness. If we just move this along, you'll see that there is, right here, it says stroke, and we can just change the number to 3. And you'll see all of them have gotten thin. The pupils must have had a white stroke on them, so let's change the pupil stroke. Yep, to black. Oh, and now the pupils are too big because they have a stroke on them. How about we just delete the stroke on the pupils altogether? How about that? How about that, ladies and gentlemen? How about that? Let's draw the neck. Zoom in a little bit. There's a neck. Call it neck. Put that below the head. Change the fill to the same color. Let's draw the torso. Just tracing, guys, just tracing. You know what's really interesting? I recently hit 50,000 subscribers. Yeah, go me. Yeah. I'm like the new PewDiePie. He's got what, like 3,000 subscribers? Anyway, so by the law of averages, I can literally say, "Hey, John Smith! Stop looking at your phone right now, John Smith! Fucking John Smith over here, being a doucher." Let's call this torso. I hope you listen to that, John. And let's make a little crotch. The crotch comes in very useful for walk cycles, by the way. But you'll see that in the next set of tutorials. Put that underneath torso. Let's give him some blue. No, actually, I'm wearing brown trousers, so I'm going to change this to brown. Not that this is me. Not that this is me in any way. Is it me? Is that me? Is that my face? Call this crotch. Let's make the arms before the legs. Can't actually see that arm, so we're going to hide all of the layers. Call this left arm top, but we're not done with it yet. We're going to make another shape inside the shape layer. So while this is highlighted, draw another shape. Go down to here. Go down to around the middle of the arm, and then make it round. This is very important. You have to make the arm top, round at the bottom, so that when you rotate the bottom of the arm, it rotates round this, and then you don't have any fuck-ups with the line. You can see that this second shape has gone on top of this first shape. So what we do is we open up left arm top, double-click U, close these two shapes. Here's our second shape, and all we have to do is just drag it down until there's a thick black line underneath shape 1. Let go, and there it is, it's underneath. Let's get a proper color for shape 1. Change the fill to match the t-shirt. That position doesn't look right, does it? I think because my sketch has a wider torso, so let's highlight the torso. Move this vertex over here. Oh, well that, wow. Let's trace the left arm bottom. Go down. Hands are great, aren't they? Don't you just love hands? Aren't they just fat? Ooh, I'd hate to not have hands. Like some people I know, huh? I don't know anyone who doesn't have hands. That was a lie. Actually, there's 50,000 of you, so one of you probably doesn't have hands. So can I just ask the person, the one person of my subscribers, the one who doesn't have hands, can I just ask you to type in the comments, I'm the guy who doesn't have hands. Use your powers to type. So this is an interesting point. To be able to rotate this arm and have it not look like, don't put a round end on it like this, because then there's a black line. So undo, and just leave it with an open top. That will come in useful later when you start rotating it. Because when you start rotating it round, then it can sort of line up like that. And then it looks a lot better. Just remember that we need to change the stroke. Undo, undo, undo. Change the stroke to a round cap. Super annoying that we have to do that every time, but hey, that's life, isn't it? Let's call this left arm bot, as in bottom, as in not anus, but the bottom of the arm. This back top arm can just be a full-on, because it's going to be behind the torso, so we can just make it a full round thing, like that. What is that? A sleeve? It's called a sleeve. Draw the top of the arm. Where's the middle of the arm? Around here. Make it round, just like the front arm. Change the order of the shapes, just like before. Drag this one below that one, and then change the color of the top one to pink. Right arm top. Drag that underneath everything else, because it has to be at the back. Can't actually see the rest of the arm, so let's hide everything above it. L to change, to close that layer. Let's draw the right arm bot. Sorry about the roughness of my sketch. I'm no illustrator. I'll just say that much. Wow, these fingers look really terrible. Anyway. Look at these hands. Right arm bot. Drag that on top of right arm top, so, you know, they're the whatever. Let's trace the legs. Same thing as the arms. Left leg top here. but have it round. Change the fill to be the same colour as the crotch. Very nice. Don't worry about this weird line that's going to go on top of the crotch. We're going to sort that out in our rigging tutorial. Left leg top is what we're going to name it. And then close that. Unhighlight it. Separate layer. Left leg bot. With an open top. Change the fill colour to the same as the rest. Also, we're going to add an ankle under there because he has some socks showing. Make the socks white. Change the fill to white. Left leg bot. Let's just duplicate these to actually no. Let's make the shoe first. What colour should his shoe be? What colour? Drag the shoe underneath the leg so that the sock is over it. Change the colour of the shoe to, I don't know, I'm no designer. What colour are my shoes? My shoes are green. Let's change it to green. Yes, I wear green shoes. What of it? Left foot. And now, highlight these three layers, the left leg bot, the left leg top, and the left foot. Command D to duplicate. Drag them here. I'll drag them here, actually, so that they're separate. Rename them. Right leg bot. Command down to switch through layers. Right leg top. And then right foot. Highlight the three layers and move them to the right. So that you don't have to draw them again. Because drawing is so boring, which is why I made a tutorial about Jesus. Okay. Is that it? Are we done? If I turn this off, does it look okay? Don't worry about this. Don't worry about everything that could possibly be fucked up right now. We're going to fix this in the rigging tutorial. I'm going to say change the stroke thickness again to 2. Yeah, I like that. See you in the next one.